Welcome to video 11, times table facts.
Okay, learning your times tables can be tricky for some people, and I know when I was younger I used to really struggle remembering them. We've come up with a strategy at Ulverley to ensure that children have a safety net, so that they don't just go automatically from not knowing their times table to knowing them, but to go through stages so that they feel safe in learning them. So here's what I suggest to my children. So they were learning a times table like the 4 times tables. We'd start off with repeated addition, as we know that's what multiplication means. So I'd make them write down, using repeated addition, the 4 times table. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. And they'd just be counting on in their head. They go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that they know that they've accurately written it down. Then I say, just learn those first 4. And they'd start chanting those in their heads. Or they'd use basketballs to bounce, or they'd pass balls to each other, or they might march on the spot, or use a skipping rope. They go 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. With the board in front of them, it's not cheating, it's called learning. 4, 8, 12, 16, until they were happy that they could do it. Then they'd cover it up, 4, 8, 12, 16. Once they're happy with that, and they can chant that without looking at it, we'd say, okay, add another 2 on there. And they'd go through the same process. Once they can do the whole thing without looking, then I can start saying, okay, 4 times 4. And they go 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, the answer's 16. Now, that's not where we want to leave it. From that point, once the children know and they can chant it and they can count up, then we can start going for them to know the times table facts completely and solidly in their heads. To do that, we find by using computer times table games really help, especially this one. This is one of our favourites. So I'm going to go to times tables. I'm going to go to the times table that I was learning, and because this is a quick fire now that the children have got this and they can go through it, they can have a go at playing it. I'm just going to show you quickly. So 2 times 4, 8. Oops, if it actually works. 1 times 4, 4. 8 times 4. So we're going through those games so that they know them off by heart. So here, we've already gone through learning our times tables. We used repeated addition to begin with, so that we could write them down. We learnt the pattern. We used a website, www.topmarks.co.uk, to do the times table game so that we could quickly recall those times tables. We wanted to quickly share with you some other strategies for your times tables. So we know that timesing by 2 is the same as doubling. So if we had 2 times 12 is the same as, all we'd be doing is doubling 12. And we know that double 2 is 4, double 10 is 20, so we'd have 24. But this is also, let me just draw a line here. With that in mind, oh, bless me.
Yes.
We've then got timesing by 4. When we're timesing a number by 4, all we're doing is doubling timesing by 2. Let me write that down. It's just double times 2. So the way I look at it, I have 4 times 6. So I know that double 6 is 12, so double 12 is going to be 24. Because timesing by 4 is the same as doubling 2. More confusingly, it's not confusing at all, but it's going to look strange on my mind map here. Timesing by 8 is the same as double 4. So let's go for sticking with the 6 example. If we go 8 times 6 is the same as. So I'm going to make some notes down here to help us out. Looking at 6, we know that timesing by 8 is just the same as doubling by 4. So 6 times 2 is 12. So 6 times 4 is double that, 24. So 6 times 8 is double that. So double 4 is 8, double 20 is 40. So it's 48. 8 times 6 is the same as 48. And we've used that doing our double, double, double strategy. So the next bit from our times table cheats, if you want to call it. It's not a cheat, it's just what times table means. We've got timesing by 6. And timesing by 6 is just the same as double times by 3. So I could have 9 times 6 is the same as, in my head I'm thinking, okay, so 9 times 3 is 27. So 9 times 6, I just need to double that. Double 7 is 14. Carry the 1. Double 20 is 40. Add that one is 54. And then we could take it even further, because timesing by 12, wrong colour, is the same as double timesing by 6. Go through my example again. 9 times 12 is the same as, going through this bit here, we knew that 9 times 3 is 27. So 9 times 6, double that, is 54. So 9 times 12 is going to be double that. Double 4 is 8. Double 50 is 100. So 9 times 12 is 108. I'm going to come down here. If I have any space left. 2 timesing by 9. Now timesing by 9, we can use our fingers, okay? So if I had a problem like 4 times 9, I could double 2, but I'm just going to use my fingers to do the 9 times table for this. I'm going to go to my 1, 2, 3, 4th finger and put that down. This side are my tens, this side are my units. My answer would be 1, 2, 3 tens and 6 units, 36. Let me write that down. 4 times 9 is the same as 30, oh, wrong colour, 36. If I had another one, say 8 times 9. 8 times 9. Again, I could just do my doubling time, my double 4s, but I'm going to use my 9s. So I'm going to put down my 8th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This side are my tens, this side are my units. So my answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 72. So you can use your fingers to help you out. It's the really bad picture of a hand. To help you out with your 9 times table. Okay. We're going to be talking about timesing by 10 in the next video. But timesing by 5 is just the same, even though it's a times table that everyone feels quite confident with. It's the same as halving times by 10. So we're going to add our new learning to our number mind map. Here we talked about repeated addition and writing it down. We then said that you would go on to saying it, and also you can learn it by playing games. We went on to www.topmarks.co.uk. We also learnt that timesing by 2 was doubling, timesing by 4 was double 2, timesing by 8 was double 4, timesing by 6 was double 3, timesing by 12 was double 6. We used our fingers, that's a better picture this time, for our 9 times table, and we knew that timesing by 5 was the same as halving timesing by 10.